Welcome back, it's your boy GC back with another video from the Dine and Dash channel. This time around we are going to do another hot pot place. This place is new in Las Vegas. It's called Happy Lamb Hot Pot. Now this place is around all over in California and other states, but this is the very first one in Las Vegas. Located on the east side of the strip by UNLV. And this franchise is actually very well known, very beloved, and they are known for their lamb because they mainly serve lamb on the menu. Now it is all you can eat. I believe it's $27.99 and that's per person, and depending on the table size you can pick up to 2 broths per as much as pots they have per table. And on the right side is the premium stuff, so you can get those like 1 per person, and then the stuff on the left you can get as much as you want. So I'd say almost everything is good, and I've had this place in California if you've seen one of my California videos, and it is one of my favorite hot pot places in the Bay Area. So I'm glad they actually have this in Las Vegas. So here we go. As usual, you always get the sauce because that's what you dip your meat up in, and you can make it however you want. A lot of people actually use the peanut and sesame sauce. That's for the lamb. It makes the lamb taste good and not have the gamey flavor. Anyway, so you can dress it up how you want. You can add soy sauce, you can add chili sauce and all that stuff. And then they also have some hot food that they choose. Now this location actually has more hot food on the buffet aisle than I've seen at the Bay Area one. So that's pretty cool. And everything was pretty good, man. Now the display ain't looking that nice because this was a grand opening and people ransacked everything. But I always gotta get some of the hot food, but try not to get too much because you're gonna get full off of it, and that's what they want you to do, so you won't order too much like lamb. So yeah, just maybe if your first time get a little bit, but don't go too crazy on the hot stuff. Anyways, here's the selection of everything you get. You get from veggies, you get the appetizers right here, and some dessert, fresh fruit. You got the seafood, fish, mussels, you know, Kubota sausage. Got the fish balls and more fish and meatballs, all that good stuff. So you just pick whatever you want to add to the broth. Now here we have the actual teas. Now in the Bay Area location, you have to pay for it. Over here is all you can drink. Man, I haven't really had anything bad. We went 2 times, then they even changed the flavors the next time we went. And also you can make your own boba out of it. So you can add crystal boba, lychee jelly, you know, passion fruit popping pearls and all that stuff. Add it to how you want. It is kind of sweet, so I got the crystal boba, which is not as sweet and it has like a nice chew to it. Now here's the hot stuff I got, just 1 plate. And even just one plate, that kind of made me full, so man, I didn't get to eat that much during the end. But I had to try it out because it's my first time this time, and I was like hella hungry. I didn't want to wait. So there's a sauce that I got. And here's some of the items we ordered from the premium menu. And what I love about this location, they actually have the fresh shrimp paste. That's pretty good. Here's the broth we got. The first time around we actually got the mushroom broth and also the spicy bone marrow broth. Second time we came, we actually got the golden cabbage broth, and then once again got the bone marrow spicy broth again. Changed it up on my sauce, and they also had some new items in the hot foods area too. So here we go. Here's the good stuff we always start off with. This is actually the Wagyu beef right here. I believe the beef brisket. And you only get 1 of these, so try to get that first so you know you can eat that up without getting too full and not enjoying how decadent it is. So here we go. I know it says 15 minutes on that thing, but I believe they want you to do it for 15 seconds. Now I find that if you cook it for about like 7 to 8, it comes out perfect. I guess that just depends on, you know, the temperature you have on your pot. But both times I cooked it about like 7-8 seconds. It was perfect. And anything more than that, you're just going to overcook it. So test it out yourself. See how well you want to cook it. And yeah. So once it's done, you take it out. And what you want to do is just dip it in the sauce. Check it out. I probably could have cooked it even less. But this was pretty good right here. Now here's one of the items I always love at most hot pot places, and it is the lamb shoulder. I always order multiple orders of this because it's cut so thin, so when you like dip it in, once you pick it up, it breaks apart. So imagine like just chewing on it like a couple times. It just, man, it soaks up the flavor and everything, and it just breaks apart in your mouth, and 1 bite and it's gone. So you just gotta have multiple orders of this. The lamb just goes so good with this sesame peanut sauce that I put in there. I had a little saute sauce in there as well. And so here is the shrimp paste. So they actually like grind that up, and once you dump it in there and start cooking it, man, it comes out and it's so much better than getting the store-bought stuff, you know. This is the bomb right here. Yeah, so you drop that right in, and whichever flavor broth you drop it in, it'll pretty much just soak up the flavors of that. And when it comes out, once you bite in, it'll just have all the flavors of shrimp and basically the broth. So one of my favorite things to actually order from this restaurant here. Now we actually had like other stuff we dumped in, veggies. They had watercress, which I love. You don't really see that at hot pot places. And also a bunch of mixed veggies. You get tofu, all different types of mushrooms, and you name it. It's just a lot of selection. So compared to the one in the Bay Area I went to, it's actually different menus. The other one had more premium items on there, but this one kind of like lets you get more stuff from the buffet aisle, so it kind of balances itself out. And here's the shrimp paste we put in, which becomes a shrimp ball basically. And here we have the Australian Wagyu bowler blade. I'm not sure exactly what cut that is. I guess like the blade of the shoulder, but it was actually pretty damn good. This was like super tender, and dipping that into the spicy sauce, that was one of the best. For some reason the beef is just goes so well with the spicy broth, so we always get the spicy broth, which is not as spicy, just to let you guys know. Anyways, we also had some new stuff they put out, and as soon as they put it out, it was gone. So this is the lamb spine right here, and this is made into a stew. Kind of almost has the consistency of like pork neck, but pretty good. It was a little bit on the salty side though, so maybe the next time I go it'll be just right. You never know. And then we got some shrimp right here. This is actually the shrimp that we got actually from the buffet line, and the second time we went, we ordered the shrimp on the menu, and for some reason we like the shrimp that we got from the buffet line better. So like I said, well, one takeaway from this video is your mileage may vary depending on the times you come. So just take that into consideration, and you might find something that you like better than I did, you know. Just depends on the taste of a person, but there is a lot of selection to choose from, so I'm sure you'll find something that you'll love on the menu. So all in all, I do recommend this place. This place is actually located in a big plaza, so there's plenty of parking. Even though the last few times we went, it's been packed, but they've been pretty good about their wait list, because the first time we went, we only waited about maybe 15 to 17 minutes, and there were like 6 people ahead of us. The restaurant's pretty big, so it fits a lot of people, so you don't really have to worry about, even if you have a big party, you'll be seated in pretty quick manner. So if you guys are in Vegas or live out here, I would definitely try this out. This is one of the better hot pot places that are in town, and it's actually starting to become my favorite. And it's been a while since I put out a video, but the last video I put out was actually a video on a bunch of hot pot places. I'd say this one actually takes the cake. Anyways, here we just ordering a bunch of stuff we haven't ordered on the menu. Some stuff we doubled up on, but I'm loving the presentation and everything. Like, check this out. This is the second time we went, and the presentation looks even nicer than the first, and this is actually the lamb shoulder right here. So I'm actually looking forward to the next time we go, because every time that we went, there was different stuff that they offered. So I'm guessing, you know, since it's a new place, they're just figuring things out, and until they get everything to how they want it to be, then your next trip that you come over here, it might be a little bit different from what I'm showing right now, as we did go on during the grand opening week, and they had a nice incentive too when we went over there, which I'll show you at the end. But let's go back to the food. Anyways, this is the garlic beef right here, and they did marinate it really nice, and they did something to tenderize it, because when you put it in, it's just like super soft and silky. And here it is right here, and when you bite into that, it just like tears into pieces. It's so good. And just look at this right here. The marbling on this is just amazing. And once you put that in, just give it a little stir for a couple seconds, and once it changes color, you just pull it right out. You can either dip it in the sauce or leave it as it is. I find that the spicy sauce actually has enough flavor where you don't even really need to dip it in the dipping sauce. So I just test it out, see how you like it. Here we go, some of that watercress right here. One of my favorite veggies, man. You don't really see this much in too many hot pot places. But once you put it in the broth, man, the watercress is so unique to its flavoring that it actually overpowers the broth. So I'd be careful of that. If you don't like watercress, I wouldn't put it in. Now here we go with some of the seafood. Now the shrimp right here, the bigger shrimp, is actually from the buffet line. Like I said, I like that better than this right here, which we actually ordered from the menu. The one that was peeled from the menu just didn't have that umph to it. Here we go with some more of the shrimp paste. And this is the second time we went right here. This time I'm putting it into the golden cabbage broth. Now, golden cabbage broth, some people say is very salty, but it wasn't too bad when we got it. Here is the beef aorta, which is like the throat of the beef. Now, if you don't like organ parts, man, then you probably won't like it because it's more like a kind of like a cow stomach type of consistency. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hard to chew, but it wasn't great. So luckily, they don't give you too much. And one thing to note was the first time we went, when they gave us the items, they were very kind of stingy about it. Not in a bad way, but it's just they didn't give us as much. But the second time around, they doubled up on everything. Like, check it out. So it did become a little bit too much. So you may want to tell them not to give you that much. Here's one of the other favorites I got was the spicy beef, which is similar to the garlic beef. Definitely recommend that. And at the end, they gave us some ice cream, some cookies and cream right here. They had other options, but not bad at all. Also, I forgot to mention they actually have a cotton candy machine in the place. Now, I'm not a big fan of cotton candy, so I didn't get it, but because it's just basic sugar. But as you can see, somebody else is making it right here. You can make your own cotton candy at the end. Now, the first time we went, they gave us these 2 vouchers, so it's 25 off. So we used it the second time, which made our thing real cheap. Anyways, on the way out, be sure to grab some of the snacks they have in the front counter. And that is all I have. I hope you guys have a happy New Year's, and I will see you on the next one. Definitely come check this place out. This is your boy GC from the Dine and Dash channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.